Today's episode is brought to you by Car Motors. Okay, so let's see what this next hard drive has in store here. Heavy oil residue or rubber cut. I get enough heavy oil residue. And I've got enough... Well. This thing does use radio controllers, but... honestly... yeah, I'll take this thing. Especially since I only ever use petroleum coke for one thing, and that's... well, sinking it. What do I make turbo motors out of now? It's rubber and motors are still in there, cooling systems are still in there. But the alternative recipe for turbo motors... yeah, here we go. I can compare them side by side. I got a lot of rotors. The only drawback here is that I'd need a lot of electromagnetic control rods. The other side of that, though... then again... I don't know. It seems like a good idea anyway to make turbo electric motors as opposed to turbo motors, but on the other side are these electromagnetic control rods. I need stators and, well, AI limiters I can get from Presbyterium. My real concern is the radio control units. They require 3 of them instead of 2. This seems like a good idea anyway. Starting to have kind of having second thoughts about it. But one thing I did do is I stocked up on the essentials: turbo motors, supercomputers, radio control units. So I should be able to start making neural quantum processors. Now there, let me see. Excited photonic matter, dark matter residue. Now dark matter residue can be oh no, it can be used to make dark matter crystals in a particle accelerator, but at what rate? Oh wait, sorry, over here. 10 to 1. Okay. What is this in terms of... It doesn't say how much power it uses. And this byproduct... oh wait, I keep waiting to click to expand it. 75 a minute? Okay, so I suppose the least I could do is go over to the Time Crystal Factory, because that place, I mean, I only ever meant for it to produce time crystals, because I wasn't really sure what I'd be doing with them. Now I know. Now, fixed sites, the trigons, they're easy. You make a lot of them. I can fill up a whole industrial storage buffer with them, or at least a hefty chunk of one. The real question is, chicka chicka boom boom, will there be enough room? I wonder if anybody got that. But this really does cement Precipice Ethereum's reputation as the leading edge on the falling edge. Because there's going to be a lot of cutting edge stuff here. Assuming, of course, that I can clear the land for it. Yeah, that's another thing I don't know. How big the footprint is for the quantum encoder. This is one very loud setup I got here. Okay, I'm just trying to find an empty space. There's a space that's empty enough. Looks like the surface is... I'm running into the same problem I had at Frater Lake. The surface is just too uneven. Now, I have no idea how big the footprint for the quantum encoder actually is, just that it's big. So I'm going to make a nice ledge here. Okay, that's 3x4. Oh, I gotta flip this thing around. Still too uneven. I seem to have the width right. It's the length that's the problem here. Particle accelerators. That is one loud machine. How is it still too uneven? If I could... Oh, I got an idea. I'll get to the top of this rock here. See how big this quantum encoder actually is. Why is it snapping that way? Unless I got the width wrong rather than the length. I don't know how likely that is, but it's possible. this clipping may occur, what could it be in the way? What could be in its way right now? Wait. There we go, at last. Boy, that is one huge footprint. That's like, I think that was like 3 by 6. Biggest footprint ever. At least so far. So, I'm going to go with the neural quantum processors, since the superposition oscillators take dark matter crystals, and those can be produced in, well, a particle accelerator, but, I don't know. Oh, brother, look at all that. It goes whole hog here. 2 gigawatts. 2 whole gigawatts. That is a lot. There is no way I am touching the speed here. No way at all. So if this is the end, but where exactly? Oh, it's over here. Just getting more problematic as time goes on. The more I... Where's my chainsaw? I'd have to do this, but I know the space I can get. Okay. So I'm gonna need to put okay. Wait, how much of this excited photonic matter does it need? 75 a minute. This whole operation is running me, let me check the grid here. I'm still going to say it's 11,000. I've got around, I'm going to round up here, 4,500 megawatts to play with here. Now this quantum encoder is going to take 2,000 of those 4,500. And I'm going to need like 3 converters. 2 of them will be, will operate at normal range. The third will be underclocked. This is going to be kind of spread out. And on this ledge too. Oh boy. How big of a footprint do these things have? It looks like about 2 by 2. Then there's the time crystals. They're being stored in this box here. So I can connect that to one of the inputs. Probably this nearer one. Here's another question. Oh wait, let me see. 75 a minute. Okay, I think a Mark 1 pipe should handle that. Assuming I can send these. Well, it's implied that I can send these through pipes. to artificially extend the ledge this far, or can I get away with just boy. What's in the way of? Maybe it's... I think it's this thing. So, guess I am going to have to artificially extend this floating island so that it can hold the requisite equipment, buildings. Suppose I have plenty of plates and concrete to work with. Okie doke. So now that I got this whole other surface here, I can see just how big this converter actually is, because I was never really sure. Yeah. So it looks like I was right about it. 2 by 2. Maybe I overdid it on the space bit. Okay, now where would this third one should go somewhere nearby. That's near enough. Now to program this thing for excited photonic matter. Wait a second. Is that in megawatts or? I think maybe it is. Hold on. 200 a minute. Photonic matter. And yet, well, how much does this require? 75 a minute. Okay, well, this is something of a mistake. I must have read it as, I must have been reading this wrong, because if you look at this, 10 cubic meters of excited matter. Excited photonic matter. But if I were to go over here, look what this says. 25 cubic meters of excited matter. 75 a minute. Maybe I'm thinking, maybe it's the speed at which that these are produced at. So, yeah, that was just all my fault. Probably will need the space, though. So that was nice and easy. Is the pipeline done? Now, how many time crystals? 15 a minute, 15 a minute, that's good. I can get away with using Mark 1 conveyors. Okay, what? Why is this thing in the way when I'm building away from it? Okay, I'll face it this way then. Yeah, that's much better, much better. What else was there? Supercomputers and fixed-site trigons. Okay, well, the supercomputers should be... Hold on a second. How many neuroquantum processors should I make here? I think 256 for the 256 AI expansion servers. which means I'll need 256 supercomputers, because there's no way I'm overclocked. I'm using production amplification. Can't possibly take the load. Now I deposited supercomputers. I have 125 of them. These 3 a minute. Okay, well I guess I'm not ready to flip this thing on until I have enough supercomputers for it. So what about these other two ingredients? Well, I may employ a little trick I used by accident over at Quartz Cavern, where I took a small storage container. Oh, wait a second. Do I even need 2 big storage containers? What is 15 times 256? It's 30 times 128 is 60 times 64, 120 times 32, 240 times 16, 480 times 8, 960 times 4, 1920, 3,840. Divide that, round that up to 4,000, divide it by 200, and you get, well, not enough to need an industrial storage box. So that's a bit of a relief. So angle this so the output is facing here. Should be able to put another, yeah, there we go, another box on top of it. One of these connects this way. Can I get away with no? Okay. There. All right. All right. Much better. So that takes care of one of the inputs. What about the outputs?